What's up guys, if you read the title and see the thumbnail, you know exactly what this is about. Let me quickly mention, if you guys are on 7.55, this is not a video for you to jailbreak. And if you guys are not on 7.55 or any of those recent firmwares, do not go and update. Very important that you don't update. So guys, just to quickly mention, this video is going to cover a jailbreaking news and I'm going to keep you guys updated on what's happening with the 7.55 firmware. Oh, and stick until the end of the video, I'm going to be covering all the games you guys can play with the 7.55 firmware. So guys, if you look over here right now, we do see PS4 hacker The Flow disclose another kernel exploit for firmware 7.55. It was just disclosed yesterday, 13th of January. So guys, if you look over here, there's a Hackerone website. So it has been disclosed, visibility disclosed as limited. So we don't actually have all the details for it, but this just does mean that there is going to be a 7.55 firmware jailbreak very soon. So there was a little bit of question about if it is going to be 7.55 or if it's just for 7.51. But however guys, there is a lot of little information. We're going to go through that. If you look over here, this has been requested disclosure report way back in December the 18th. That's about 27 days ago, almost a month ago. Finally, they have agreed to it and agreed to disclose the report, and that's what it is, guys. Just about a day ago, it has been disclosed. So guys, the 7.55 vulnerability is out, and it needs to be worked on before it is completely accessible by the public. But for right now, this is what's happening, and this is a quick news here. So guys, there are some quick tweets over here that I want to cover. Kiwi just mentioned don't update to 7.55 because you don't know if it is supported for 7.55. There is a few talks going back and forth, and stay on whatever firmware you're on. Do not update because that is solid advice. I would not recommend updating as well. It is pretty solid news for 7.51, but if you actually look into the details, so you look into the dates on when this is actually submitted, it was on July 26th, about 6 months ago. So this is around the time the 7.55 firmware was the latest one. So it might or may not have been patched, but based on some tweets over here, it does look like it was fixed on 8.0. So bad news for anyone in the 8.0 or above firmware. So guys, you're out of luck for this particular release over here, but I'm pretty sure there might be more releases. And if you actually look over here, Mr. Mario did mention that the current WebKit exploit used in the 7.2 jailbreak is reported to work up to 7.55. So there is news it might definitely work for 7.55 too. If at all the kernel exploit that's been released is compatible with the 7.55 firmware. We already have the WebKit exploit that's used in the 7.2 jailbreak, so it's going to work pretty much the same way. Just adding the WebKit exploit and the kernel exploit is going to be wonders for a 7.55 jailbreak. I'll ask Steve's page. She only just go ahead and added the 7.50 and 7.51 support, plus fixed an issue that would stop it from 7.55/8.0 from working right. So guys, this is basically the update that's going on for the 7.55 firmware, and as you can see, it's also been covered here by Wololo.com, that 7.55. So I'm pretty prominent and I'm pretty certain that 7.55 will be the highest jailbreakable firmware in just about a bit once the kernel exploit and the WebKit exploit is released together. So this is what it is, guys. I would not recommend updating. And again, if you're on 5.05, 6.72 or 7.02, stay where you are. And that's some solid advice. And if you're on non-KEX firmware, that's 7.51 to 7.55. But below 8.03, stay where you are again. So guys, that's what I'd recommend. Stay around and I will be covering updates as usual, like the 7.02 firmware. And once it is solid, I will be making a video tutorial on how to go ahead and jailbreak your 7.55 firmware. And oh yes, let's not forget, I'm going to quickly talk about all the games you can play when 7.55 firmware drops. With the new jailbreak, when it comes out, guys, it's gonna be awesome. So the first up, we have Ghost of Tsushima, which is gonna be absolutely cool to play. It's one of the best games that was rated for PS4. We have Last of Us Part 2. We have Crash Bandit 4, It's About Time. We have Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We have Avengers. We have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2. We have Watch Dogs Legion. And last but not least, we also have Spider-Man Miles Morales. I'm sure all of you guys are really excited and waiting to play these games. You just gotta wait for just a little bit longer. Let's just see the developments coming up right now. And that's about it, guys. I'm not gonna be dragging this video too long, making it really quick and short and simple so you guys can be updated on what's actually happening. And I'll be covering more updates as mentioned. And I do have a few videos lined up, guys. So if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and drop a subscribe, drop a comment, let me know what you think and what your thoughts are about the 7.55 jailbreak that's gonna be coming out. Well, I will see you guys in the next video. You have a great day. Bye-bye and cheers.